Good morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. So Whatever's Mod had this really good idea to put some in-app help, and I've got a bunch of keyboard things that would be especially apt for that. I'm thinking since it'll probably be a key to activate it, I might put it in interaction keys, although I've got the keys down pretty good myself. And what I might actually want it for is the emote stuff. Now I was thinking I might be able to kind of cheese this by just printing the setting files. That might work for emotes, although the action keys technically have built-in definitions. So you don't have to have a setting file for that to work. Living life page. So this would end up being something in the draw section. This would be something like really quit, wouldn't it? Or maybe that's... That appears to be implemented outside of Living Life page. I might have the string wrong here. Which means it would be overlaying in a different way. Oh, that's right. Act still searches everything. Well, it probably is a game source thing. I probably need to look up ways to... or where we configure ACK. Is that like an ACK RC? Well, it's not here if it is. Alright, CD game source. No. Oh, you were probably running off of this server. Which don't have anything set up for yet. What do you think you're doing? Yeah, connection failed. Oh, and I was doing... not up yet, and actually I probably don't want full screen on this. Well, I was doing some bug testing earlier. It seemed like it kind of mattered, but... Alright, so it is really quit. So it must be case sensitive. We don't know what case he used. Oh, we got into... Did we get caps lock mode? What the... Oh, there we go. Pause message 1 in a translation file. Editor, game, current page, instruction sprite. Draw pause screen. Current user typed message. Why is it messing with the current line in the pause screen? Anyway, pause screen fade, view height fraction, view width. So he probably has some sort of fade in on this. This is in draw frame update. Current game page. This must be... calling down to, yeah, current game page. Yeah, doing a lot of orchestration with this. I don't know if it's going to be a page per se. I mean, you probably could organize it as a page to the extent that you would have a draw function. And maybe an update function for fading in. But it could probably just be an overlay. But anyway, pause screen. So we got one of those. We use it to fade everything in. Not paused. Player closes pause screen without typing anything. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's all about. I kind of want to put this with the interaction keys because that way we can just have one setting file for all of them. Although that would mean, yeah, that means you couldn't use it for the emotes if you disabled interaction keys. So what was... actually, I was just looking at a branch in this one, wasn't it? Yeah, STG always makes loose objects. It's been a while since I fetched that one. I don't know if I can easily follow that. Well, there's the README. He used H. Which I'm not otherwise using, but it could be something you'd want to do. Don't want to use question. Well, I don't want to use a question key because that could. Well, you could type that during safe field, but it should probably be a no safe field anyway. Oh, that's also your slash for filters, which will start things. Where do I want to put this? Well, if I just use the standard switch statement, I can actually put it as far back as motion keys. Living life page. Key down. Oh, I'm going backwards. Okay, and that's key handled by case. Maybe was it tildegrave? Nothing else really jumps out. The only modifier key we can really use are Shift and Alt. But since Alt is going to be the emotes, I don't know if I want to have that popping up every time. Shift would get used for letters. And if we are going to do this separate, then it should probably be new. And your basic form is the backtick. So then we're going to go. Some of our basic. That's actually going to start a typing. It's not really a key. If not focused, key is handled. And this is going to be like... which doesn't exist. Interaction key type, interaction keys, and key binds. Equals false, and what we know from our other one, could you, yeah, thank you. Is that we're going to need some sort of fade to make it look, well, oh, then there's the question of, is this a hold or a tap? Tap is probably fine. Oh, so actually that's going to be a toggle. Do I want to fade it in? Actually, we could put that off. Draw pause screen. I might do that as a local variable just to get stuff in there. So I might be able to do smaller. It could probably be easier to start that. Draw chalkboard background, draw map cell, live object. Okay, so this is sort of the draw setup stuff. Collect all lines before drawing them. Get live object. I don't know that this needs to be a member function. Viewer height fraction, view width. It was a float. Fade. So that's a gray. Variation of view height. That's a square. Where is Apocalypse in Progress? Added blend is fine for you. That must be the size from center. Because otherwise it doesn't make sense unless the screen pixels are doubled. Oh, you know what? If I'm setting if I'm setting this, will that actually do it? Oop, I need to update this. It'd just be help overlay fade. And then that has to get called from somewhere. Now, the other overlay was like a complete overlay. Actually, Apocalypse in Progress is probably near the end. And then taking photo for grabbing a screen. Hide GUI panel. Have you went over that? Show net. Yeah, these are like overlay things. Draw help overlay. That should at least get us the black box to say we're doing something. Okay, so actually we are behind the GUI. Which is probably fine. Maybe there's some other elements that I'm missing here. Alright, draw square, set draw color. Draw square, that's a headline. Message pause. So he's doing all the fancy translation stuff. Now, is this world coordinates? Oh, you don't have variable data in you. Last screen center, minus 600 plus equal 300. That's actually most of your screen. Probably. Oh, the graph might be, yeah, there's, and then that must have the formats in it. Oh, that's right, it does not like you setting the same buffer again. Message pause. Maybe that'll get us towards a corner. And we've got auto sprintf, which is going to have to get cleaned up. No. So we are going to want to say, well, this gives us a basis for what a screen pause means, or screen center means. Although it's assuming some screen size stuff. So actually, if I'm going to do keyboard help, do I loop over interaction keys anywhere? Kinda. So this is, so we have %C, and I need descriptions for all of the things, which is why I was thinking of doing the settings file. But that's only if the settings file exists. Let's see, interaction key names. So we have move to. Now, I'm not actually sure how the case of stuff, because I know like the stuff you type gets converted. Oh, this becomes, this is not your static car. This is, oh boy. This is where I'm rusty on my C types. We want a C array of const char pointer. Well, there's also pointer to const. Of pointer to const. Const array of const pointers, an array of constant pointers. Constant pointer to, well, it is kind of a constant. Pointer to const array. Constant pointer. Const array pointer to const value. Well, that's just to const value. The equivalent to your array. Const char pointer const. Char const pointer const. Session list 0 is char const const. Right, constant pointer to constant value. So this thing is in mobile. It is a pointer to constant That would have been a char pointer. And then it's array of. Actually, can I do change surround? Yes, we can. It's not repeatable though. Change surround, single quote, double quote. Oh, this is like pickup remove. Eat where, otherwise self. Pick up baby, use on other. Examine. Let's see, so R is what take from backpack. Put in backpack and remove cycle in backpack. Actually, remove cycle container. Oh, it doesn't like that. Missing terminating quote character. Oh, I may have actually left some unfinished stuff down below. Yeah. We had another pause screen fade. Yep. And we never finished up this stuff. All right, so now we could do a %s if we got this right. And then I have to get back to pause screen. Last line skip pause, align center. So we had a message pause. Are you local? Yeah. I might just have to fudge that. Double pair is definitely a double. And message pause. Oh, we just copied this. So this is message pause. Align left, we think. Okay, and that seems to be the wrong direction. And too small. I did copy a plus equals, so that should be negative apparently. Oh, I've still got a really quit in here somewhere. Some test stuff. So that could be spaced out some more. Oh, I actually need to draw these twice to get it nicely aligned. It is a variable size font. Oh, yeah. Guess I had copied this up. I mean, I might want some extra message there. So actually, I don't necessarily need the auto sprintf. Well, it is still a string. So we have char, letter. Is this, no, it's an array of char. So we can reuse it. I mean, I think it is actually just 0. Then we set letter 0 equal to interaction keys. And we can do that at and I made this very awkward thing where we go x over, you need to be a little bit more too. And then x back. Oh, this is where the negative starts to become awkward. Drawstring, interaction. And then we don't need this currently. Commands. I might not need a full screen takeover for this. And that could use a little bit more spacing. Oh, this font actually does have all the different cases. Is ×2 enough? Or should I just be putting arbitrary numbers in here? Oh, and we also have to undo that. So I should probably just do this like... I'll say column spacing. Indent. This columns are going to be more like for the emotion stuff. And then I suppose... Well, if you found... Well, I guess you could have bumped this and not know how to get out. So then we would have to do something like... which is not currently settable. I mean, you could actually be a dedicated thing, but... And maybe we do a little bit of spacing there. Now, do I need to do a full screen takeover for this? I'm almost wondering if I could do two separate help things at each mod. Although they'd probably have the same toggle. And I probably need a heading for this. Well, the backpack ones aren't at cursor, but most of them are at cursor. Actions at cursor, which means we're going to have to put you in some arbitrary amount. That's title help. Oh man, we had quite the hard disk seek there. Hello, computer? Oh, it's moving again. I may have just picked a weird size, but that doesn't... I may have changed the wrong thing here. Actions at cursor. Maybe it was just... oh, 300. So actually 600 was the width of the screen. It's weird that lined up, though. Okay. We should probably checkpoint that much. We did change this, right? STG refresh. Oh, that's what I wanted to look at. Do we need a whole screen for this? Well, I should probably see how big the emotes are. Yeah, I mean, that'll kind of be most of a screen. You could try to wrap it up, but... Alright, so... And we kind of need to redo the whole thing on the other side. But different. Can you reset it that way? Letters is already defined. I actually don't think we're going to need it. And then you are going to be, well, no, actually, you're just going to not be adjusted. You might still want to indent it a little bit. Now for this, I may actually want to go back. It's just emote number. I don't think the game ever defines anything internally for what that is. No, we know what the words are. We know what the words are that go with them. Actually, wasn't emote a separate thing? Emotion. I've got a trigger key and a trigger word. It'd be nice to actually draw it, but that could get... we've got emote, mouth emote, other emote, face emote. Oh, body emote. That must be for coloration of the body for the yellow fever. Knit emotion. Motion objects. So that's the number of things. We've got emotions.size. E equals get element I. Oh, now do we expose... or is there like a get emotion by index? Oh, that's the part index. Emotion object num slots. Mark emotions live. Get emotion index. Get emotion index. Does set emotion index. But somewhere we have to test for trigger word. And I have to test for trigger key. It should be in here. Oh, maybe that's the check function in emotion. Get emotion index, index for key, get emotion index for word. So I don't know if we ever... yeah, we don't. We could just keep getting emotion index until it returns null. Emotion.cpp, so we've got this that does do num parts. That can get emotion size. Emotion pointer. Alright, so I should probably... I almost do want to have multiple things for this, but... okay, so that's the screen. Interaction keys. And then I come down here, we reset this. Emotion keys. So this is going to be more of a... oh, do we even have... emotion? Is it get emotion? And we have to remember to, oh, we need, no, we still need an index. Oh, that's only the one-time initialization. We need, so that's the update, that's the check. Equals get emotion index. What are we getting ourselves into here? And we should probably put like and index less than 200 crazy check on here. So if we got an emotion, then letter 0 is going to be, this is a pointer. And then we want to do E trigger word. Also, you know what? Actually, get motion and E trigger word. Actually, is that a part of? Is there a flag for a player triggerable, or it just doesn't have a word? Probably just doesn't have a word. And that's probably gonna yell at me about something. Bool to emotion pointer and index. So we're gonna have this. We can say not equal to null. Yep. Wrong button. Okay. So I guess I should really be checking for the key here. And this actually could move over a bit. So it's not quite so much in your face. And message pause dot x. 300 might be too much. So it was 600 before, now it's only 300. Oh no, I need to skip those, not end my iteration. If E then continue. You should almost be like centered against the side of the screen, but I almost want to move this one down, actually. So we got our two headings. So we've got the extra space actually wants to go up here. And that final down doesn't really matter. I guess I could look if there's anything else. I mean, the rest is pretty much settings. I don't know if there's anything else we could put short of a feature summary. So I could actually put like Alt or Control Plus. The problem is Alt works for me, and I've heard Control works for others. I don't really know which to put there. Wait. Oh, that's just a weird J. Okay. I keep wanting to hold it. I mean, you can still sort of play like this if you just want to have it up. But that actually came together pretty quick. So that might take care of that. Right now it depends on interaction keys. So I would have to move it. Yeah, something's going to be patching something kind of no matter what you do. I don't have a good way to separate those. It'd be kind of nice to say, well, here is the help for this stuff, and here's the help for that stuff. I could make the toggle help key a completely independent thing. Put it centered somewhere. Have each of the other things define their own draw function. Maybe a little bit of duplication. Well, it's one of the reasons I was thinking of having separate little boxes for them. You'd probably still want to have one toggle key. But then you only have to define the toggle key and maybe its own little box. And then any other mod that provided that would just have to provide a draw function, feature check. Well, then they effectively depend on the existence of the flag. There's still a dependence there. It's just maybe not as awkward of a dependence. So either help depends on the mod or the mod depends on the help. I guess my own help is a more independent feature. They could still provide the draw function and then just toggling it. And the draw function would be there if anybody wanted to... Anybody using the patch wanted to display it somewhere? So then we have a draw help overlay. That was like our base function. Um, I'm not sure I want to fade, so let's just get rid of that because we don't depend on anything. Okay. I'll have to redefine a few of these things in every single draw function. So step one is we actually want to take this back and just put it somewhere else. And you will just do there's not even going to be a message pause for this one. This is just going to be something like message pause. So this has gone near the top. Oh, we have not defined this yet. I guess I could still have the help screen do the fade. I was thinking that each one would have its own little box. But that could be largely... Maybe I do want to move that down a little bit. But that would give a little bit more freedom in terms of how it's rendered. Right, I have to separately move each U down because I reset to screen center and redid things. Oh, so I guess that the coordinates would then be the parameters. Draw help, interaction keys. So this is a double pair initial message pause. How do you treat that? So what we've got right now is a start X position. And we're going to have to copy some setup stuff here. So we're going to need line spacing and indent and column width. That is going to be part of the setup. And then we reused a bunch of variables. Too far. Right, we use the letters for that. Oh, and we need the setup for it. And I guess it's just top declaration. Except this is some stuff that's going to have to move down here. Eventually. And then draw help, emotion keys. And then let's see, you get message pause. You're gonna need, yes, you do need indent. And then I have to actually use message pause as given. So you are fine. I should have a different column width. This is now an argument, so we're not going to suffer from the same reset requirements. No, this is X. And actually, I was kind of pushing it over. Draw help emotion key. Emotion keys. Keys. You didn't something. Oh, you didn't use indent. You did use line spacing. You not really using that. Okay, so everything we lost our initial column offset here. Message pause dot x. So they kind of have some common knowledge about column widths. And then the help needs to be properly adjusted. So actually, this is more like this. Let's do a save on this. But what I actually want to do is pick up these functions and put them in their respective mods. I'm probably going to put these somewhere where the other mod is doing stuff. So let's just yank. Well, no, because then the names will overlap when it comes down to it. Buffer notes. Temporary buffer just in case. STG go to interaction keys. Okay, get rid of that. Interaction keys. Yeah, we've got this function. Now it was kind of back towards some other interaction-focused stuff. Oh, it's right, pointer down. But that's going to kind of put all of its stuff in one place. Oh, I had some other bits. STG, go to help overlay. Load file. Ah! Fine, we're close enough. STG refresh. STG go to interaction keys. Interaction keys. Okay, so you're okay. STG refresh. STG go to help overlay. Oh. There's no up, I guess. No, it's draw, help, emotion. I don't think you have any other requirements. Is it emotion keys? STG. Oh. Did I actually remove you? Maybe I removed you. No. So it just silently ignores unknown names. No, okay. No. Oh, because I'm in notes. Living life page. So what did... So we got our settings, we've got a change to emotion H to emotion CPP, and to key down. I'm probably going to be missing some graphics headers if I try putting it into emotion CPP. So the closest we're going to come is to put it in your key down. The code is mostly going to be towards the bottom of this. Well, and there's special key down. Which does more than you'd think. And then there's key up. Let me just go down and draw somewhere. Draw chalk background. Other stuff is probably around here. I'm a little bit afraid of conflicting if I put it in just the same space. No, actually, these variables are probably for that code. Split lines, get live object. STG go to help overlay. Load file, draw help emotion keys. Now we might have two of these. Oh, okay. Either I removed it before, or that is exact same position and it managed to merge it. Draw help overlay, get live object. So I have removed that. Interaction key help. Actually, we do expect that to be here, but it's not part of this patch anymore. Show help overlay, draw help overlay, show help overlay. Okay. That seems reasonable. And I think that's where it's going to sit for now. Probably getting close to being able to ship the keybinds. So right now, this is what we're going to want to play with later. Not build. Games, 1 hour, 1 life, 1 life. And things did technically change a bit. Uh-oh. Oh. I can't put it wherever I put it because it's not forward declaration. No, wait. Draw help interaction keys was way at the top. Pardon? Oh, no, but it's... yeah. So this stuff ended up being defined way, 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 way far down. So you were in like the low thousands. Whereas draw, help stuff gets done down here. Well, can I put you with interaction keys then? Oh my god. We had a knit keybinds. Alright, are you able to compile? Alright, STG refresh. STG go to help overlay. Oh, and now we got a merge conflict. Oh, we ended up drifting into the thing. Interesting adding the help stuff didn't, maybe because it was already in that patch. And then because you kind of merged it. STG series, are we on this one? Yeah. Yes, 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 we resolved the conflict. Let's see. So I could start on some other stuff. But actually, I also kind of want to go take care of some other stuff for a little bit while I take care of lunch. And then come back later to play 1 Hour 1 Life in my little private server thing. Probably getting to be about time to play with some more of the new comb and attachments and see what kind of bits we can make. But that was the main thing I wanted to get done here. And I do have some other things in my mind I might want to take care of. So I think I'm going to call it here. Try and get some of the other stuff a little bit farther along. So thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody who hosted me. This is about when I tend to be on. And yeah, it is. It's early, but just got a lot in my mind right now. That's a very unusual schedule. That seems like it might be wrapping up soon as well. Well, there's some mesh stitching. Among was working on some Gave Dev stuff. Now, I've noticed on this channel that he does do some swearing, and last time I was there had some loud music going. Not always my favorite things, but he's a developer who's talking through some of his stuff. So if you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, that's someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye and until next time.